You just did a huge job, sis, and we're proud of you. Okay, you just carried a whole human. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl Shakira, and I'm back at it with another video. Hey y'all, if you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel before heading out, and don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so you never miss when I upload. Okay, because today, why not give y'all the pregnancy Q&A? I went to Instagram and I asked what are some questions that you would like to ask pregnant women. I received some and I came up with a few, and we're gonna answer them today. So let's get into it.
Question number 1. Were you trying to get pregnant?
Absolutely not. So if you've been here, then you already know that I claimed this year is my 20th grade year, and your girl was not trying to get pregnant. I was out here trying to live my best life, okay? Not that you can't live your best life and be pregnant too, because you can. But no, we weren't like intentionally trying. But also, honey, if you're not using protection, then you're trying to do something.
Question number 2. What are some things that relaxes you while being pregnant?
So some things that relaxes me while being pregnant is I love to get massages. Y'all, I like to get them once a month if I can, but if not, every other month will do. And I love to, what else? To just sit in peace and quiet. I know that sounds like weird, or it's probably not weird, but sometimes I just don't want like any music on. I don't want to hear any talking. I don't want to watch anything. I just want to sit in silence. So those two things really relaxes me. And then also I would probably say going on walks too. Like nature definitely helps. Yeah, good vitamin D definitely helps.
Number 3. What's the hardest part about being pregnant?
So I guess I'm answering these pertaining to my pregnancy. I can't answer for everybody else. So if you want to add your 2 cents, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But the hardest part about being pregnant for me with this pregnancy was the vomiting, okay? I do not like vomiting, and it's just so disgusting to me, and I just feel like I can't control it, and I don't like not being in control. So yeah, that's the hardest part. And also I would probably say just transitioning and trying to maneuver with a toddler and being pregnant. That was a little bit hard in the beginning, but you know, nothing is too hard as long as you have faith and you create a routine and be consistent with it.
Number 4. Do you enjoy being pregnant overall?
So absolutely, I love being pregnant. I'm so thankful that God chose me, because you know, all women are not able, and I don't take it lightly. So I do enjoy the whole process of pregnancy. However, I don't enjoy the symptoms, the bad symptoms.
Number 5. What cravings do you have?
So currently I don't have like any cravings really. Things that are like my go-tos, that has been my go-tos during this pregnancy, because I am 8 months at this point. Your girl's ready to pop. But y'all, ice, like snow cones, like I love me some snow cones. And if I could eat one every day, I think I would. And then, let's see. Yeah, that's it. Like, I really just eat whatever. Like, it's weird. So yeah.
Number 6. What was the major difference from pregnancy number 1 to pregnancy number 2?
So y'all, the major difference from pregnancy number 1 to pregnancy number 2 was definitely the sickness. Like with Sincere, my oldest, my son, He didn't give me any problems. It was the smoothest pregnancy that I had ever heard of, and obviously that I experienced because it was my first go around, but I wasn't sick. Of course, I was tired because that's normal, but it was very smooth. He was born on his due date. My baby didn't give me no problems. And then with this pregnancy, I'm not going to say my baby gave me problems, but homegirl had me sick a lot in the beginning. I was just very nauseous, like I said, throwing up. I just like literally felt like I couldn't do anything, so I just wanted to go into bed all day. And this pregnancy actually was faster. Like, I feel like with Sincere, it kind of was more of a process. I was kind of, taking it week by week. But y'all, I started trying to give y'all those weekly updates, but the weeks be combining together. So that's what happened with that.
Number 7. Will you breastfeed or formula?
So this is a good question. Ultimately, for mothers, I think most of us will say we want to do what's best for our child. And of course, I want to nurse my daughter just like I did for my son. However, if my body somehow doesn't cooperate, or she doesn't take well to that, or she is hungry a lot more and she needs to have formula, I'm not against it at all. I do have a particular brand that I do use and that I use for my son once he was finished nursing, which I nursed him for 11 months. So my goal is always to try to outdo myself from what I did the first time, but I'm not going to deprive myself. I'm not going to deprive her. I'm not going to force it. Just let it do what it do, and we will see.
Number 8. Is it safe to still have sex while pregnant?
Sis, you gotta do what's best for you. Again, you gotta see what your body is telling you. Every woman is different. If it's not hurting you or the baby, then of course it's safe. And as long as you still have one partner, or you only have one partner, I would say. But yeah, I mean, you still gotta have fun, do what you do, girl.
Number 9. How does it feel when you're going into labor?
This is a good one. Okay, so this could be different for all women as well, but when you're going into labor, it's like contractions, heavy contractions. It's deeper than cramps. It hurts bad, like every couple of minutes or so. And you have to really just focus on your breathing and meditating and trying to push through each contraction, because like I said, they do come in intervals. So yeah, that's what it's like. And just it's showtime, it's game time. Like, you literally just prepare in the spare of the moment. Whatever you're doing, it's like you switch gears.
Number 10. How do you manage self-care when you're pregnant?
Okay, so this is good. So managing self-care is super, super important. And for me, this time around, I learned so much from, just being pregnant the first time, that I knew I needed to incorporate or do for myself. Because as moms, we have a full responsibility, and we ultimately want to put our kids first. But ultimately, if you're not together first and taking care of yourself, then it's going to be impossible for you to do anything else. And that's kind of why I'll use the analogy why on airplanes they tell you if something were to happen that you need to put your oxygen mask on first and then help whoever's with you. So that's how I look at self-care. I need to take care of mommy before I can take care of everyone else. So I try to at least once a week do something for myself. It doesn't have to be something super big or large. It could be something as small as taking a ride around the block, or it could be as small as telling my husband, could you just grab Sincere for a couple minutes and let me take a deep breath, I need to woosah, or me just wanting to go read my book in peace and quiet. Like I said, that relaxes me. So it's just, like I said, choosing that one thing that you are going to commit to doing for yourself for that week. Yeah.
Number 11. After I have my baby, how long does it take for me to feel and act normal again?
Oh, so this kind of ties into self-care a little bit. Every woman is different again, and every labor and delivery story is different. So truly depending on like how your delivery went and what type of delivery you had, depends on your healing process. And also, some women experience postpartum and some women don't experience postpartum. And if you have support and if you don't have support, that will look different. So it really truly like depends on you and your situation, on how long. So I can't like put like a number to it to say like, oh girl, in 3 weeks you'll be better, or in 6 weeks you'll be better, or in a month you'll be right back to yourself. And then like some women go through like, you know, significant body changes, or things that they just deal with not liking the way that they look on the outside. But I would just say to anyone who is pregnant to just try to focus on the inside. If you know who you are and whose you are, then you can pretty much get through anything, okay? Like, when you're in a situation, it's hard to try to look at the greater good and be like, oh, this is going to turn out for the better. But try to just, like, live in the moment and not, like, look at all the bad. Try to find something good out of your situation, and just know that you just did a huge job, sis, and we're proud of you. Okay? You just carried a whole human. So it's okay if you don't snap back immediately, or if you don't feel like working every day or anything like that. Don't allow people to mom shame you. Do what works best for you. Take time for you, and just keep God first. That's all I would say. And don't even look at a time frame like, oh, in 3 months I want to be back to myself, or this time. I just say, go with the flow. You'll grow as you go.
And that's all the questions.
Well, y'all, I answered all the questions for today's video. If you have any other questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. I do read everybody's comments, and I will create a part 2 to this if you guys would like me to. But if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because who doesn't want to be a part of the Sincere Squad, okay? And make sure you have that post notification bell turned on, because y'all, it's Vlogtober, and vlogs are dropping every single day, and you don't want to miss it, okay? And as always, we walk by faith and slave plus pray each and every day, because God, He will make a way. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.